Hey folks, Dustin Zarni here. Welcome to Commissioner in a Car. No, I'm not in a car right now because I'm traveling this week. I'm actually in San Diego. That's right. Why am I in San Diego? Well, next week's Commissioner in a Car will talk about it, but I'm attending the Pledge Conference, the Partnership for Large Election Jurisdictions. That conference is, this is my third time going to that conference. And it is a wonderful conference. It's all about large counties, which Onondaga County is a large county, and the logistical challenges of doing elections. This is my third year going to a conference with Pledge, and it's incredible each time. But we have one more day left tomorrow. So next week, I'll talk to you about the Pledge Conference. What I wanted to talk to you about today is the party change deadline. The party change deadline is happening on Friday. That is the deadline to change your party if you want to vote in a primary in New York in 2025. So New York is what's known as a closed primary state. That means that you have to be enrolled in a party to be able to vote in the primary. So we have four recognized parties in New York: Democrat, Republican, Conservative, and Working Families. If you want to vote in a primary for either of those parties' lines, you have to enroll in that party. And every year, the enrollment date, it's a little windy here in San Diego, every year the enrollment date is February 14th. This was part of a law change back in 2020 that actually I was helped, advocate for, but it actually made the party change deadline a little bit more useful in New York. It used to be that if you wanted to vote in a primary that happened, and back then the primaries happened in September, you actually had to change your party by October of the previous year. It was almost 11 months. New York shortened that up in 2020, a bill that changed the party change deadline to February 14th. Now, and of course, the primary changed to the fourth Tuesday in June. So it went from an 11-month, used to be known as a sequester, to about a 4-month sequester. So if you change your party by Friday, and we'll go into how in a second, then you are enrolled in that party and can vote in the primary election. If you change your party after Friday, then that enrollment change is held until after the primary, until 7 days after the primary. So you won't actually be enrolled in the party until after the primary, which you will then get enrolled in the party, but you won't be eligible for this year's primary. So how do you change your party? Well, it's pretty easy. You can go to onvote.net and do an online voter registration. You can do that up until midnight on Friday, February 14th. You can also come into the Board of Elections. We're open until 5 on Friday, February 14th. We're open until 4:30 on Thursday. You can come in there and actually submit a form. Or you can go to My DMV online. Now, if you're doing that, you've got to do that by February 13th. And the reason is that the law says that we have to have received a form by February 14th. Not that you put it in like a postal mark or anything like that. The boards of elections have to physically receive the form. And since the Department of Motor Vehicles will transmit those forms electronically the next day, if you did it on Friday, February 14th, it would actually come in on Saturday, February 15th, and thus we would not have received it, and it would be no good. So it's important to do it, and I suggest doing the online portal. If you go to onvote.net, or if you're watching this and any other Board of Elections has a link, or the New York State Board of Elections, and it all goes to the same place. It's our online voter registration system. It is the best and easiest way to change your registration in New York. Now, what happens if you're a new register? Let's say you're not 18 yet, or let's say you just end up moving into New York sometime after February 14th. Well, new registrants can enroll in the party, not change, because they're a new registrant, right up until 10 days before the primary election. So that would be June 18th or June 14th, because the primary election is June 24th. So if you miss this deadline because you're not registered at all, you still will have a chance to be able to vote in the primary. And why should you enroll in a party to vote in the primary? Well, in many elections, such as the elections happening in the city of Syracuse and some of the elections that happen in the rural towns, the primary is the only contest. The Democrats have a large enrollment in the city of Syracuse, although there have been instances where that has been different. Democrats have a large say over who's going to be the next primary. We expect primaries for mayor, maybe common council, maybe school board, maybe district councilors, maybe even a county ledge or two. We won't know that until April 3rd. Now, in the rural towns, we expect some Republican primaries that might happen. And again, we won't know that until April 3rd, when petitions are turned in and we know how many candidates have filed petition for the same office and thus creating a primary. So, recap. Fall in love with your party day. Valentine's Day is Friday, but it's also your party change deadline. So, after you get your roses for your wife or partner or power tools for the husband or whatever you want to get. I'm going to get sick staying on this balcony. But whatever you want to get, you can then go to onvote.net and you can do your party change, switch into a party. You can confirm whether you're enrolled in a party or not at onvote.net as well by checking your voter registration. You may think that you're a Democrat, but you're not enrolled. You may think that you're not enrolled, but you're actually enrolled in another party, and you can then make a choice whether you want to change. So do that, or go to the DMV by Thursday the 13th at midnight and do it online at DMV, or come to our office. I would not mail a form. I think it's too late to mail a form to get this deadline, but I would come to our office on Thursday until 4:30 or Friday until 5 p.m. because we'll be open because of the deadline. All right? Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. I'm enjoying, not quite sunny San Diego, although it was nice and sunny yesterday. It's a beautiful hotel, a beautiful conference that is put together. And don't worry, I'm not spending any taxpayer money on this. This is all a member-based conference that allows us to go. But I'll talk about that more next week and what I learned this week at the Pledge Conference. But until then, enjoy your day, and I'm going to try to enjoy mine. Bye-bye.